Today we are crocheting your favorite neighbor, Spongebob Squarepants. By the end of this video you will have your own amigurumi version of Spongebob like this. So let's grab your hook and let's get started. So what we are going to need our yarn. For this one I am concretely using Himalaya velvet, and we are going to need it in brown, white, yellow and black. Okay, 5mm hook and some tapestry needle scissors, and we can start. Okay, as a first we are going to make our slip knot, so grabbing the yarn, and we are starting with the brown yarn. Okay, so I am grabbing and making a slip knot like this, putting it on my hook, and now I am going to chain 31. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, after we made our chain 31, we are now going to basically every time we are going to be crocheting in a row, okay, for the body. So now I am just going to simply single crochet all the way. Okay, but what I am usually doing is I am not going into my first loop like this, but okay, with the chenille yarn is a little bit tricky to see, but we have here like little bit of V shape. So I am trying to go into that one to grab both of the loops like this and make a single crochet there. Okay, and going to repeat. So just single crochet all the way till the end. You should have 30 single crochet at the end, and I will meet you at the end. Okay, once you are done with your 30 single crochet, now we are going to be basically repeating all the time the same. So now I'm going to chain 1, turn my work, and making single crochet in each of the stitch, so 30 single crochet. In this round, when I am making single crochet, I am also trying to hide this tail of the yarn, so I am going into my stitch, grabbing the yarn like this, okay, and making the single crochet over it. Okay, so I will do it couple of stitches and then I will just simply cut the remaining yarn. Okay, so basically you are going to do this single crocheting in every stitch all the way. So always at the beginning you will make a chain 1 and single crochet, turn your work. Okay, and we are going to make it till the row 6. So we are going to make 6 rows with this, and then I will meet you at the end of the row 6. Okay, so after we are done with our 6th row, we are now going to start crochet around our rectangle. So this is basically our bottom, and as of now we are now going to kind of create and shape the cubic, let's call it that way. Okay, so I'm in my last stitch, and in my last stitch, okay, so now I am going to crochet along this side. So we have 6 rows, which represents 6 stitches, but in my last stitch I am going to make 1 more. Okay, I am going to place the stitch marker there, so this will be kind of a beginning of the round. Okay, now into the next row I am going to make a single crochet. So now I am going to single crochet alongside, so each row represents 1 single crochet. So I will make 5 single crochets, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now we have our 5 single crochet, and into our last stitch I am going to make 1 more. Okay, now this is our other side where we have 30 stitches, so this is also our first stitch. So now in the next stitch I'm going to make a single crochet, so I am going to now single crochet alongside right here. Okay, and I will meet you once you are done here. Okay, now I am in my 30 stitch. There I will make again 2 single crochet into the 1 stitch. Now I am again on the side, so on this side I am going to make again 5 single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and into our corner stitch we are going to make 1 stitch more into the same stitch. Okay. And now basically we have our remaining 30 stitches on this side till we go to the stitch marker, so single crochet all the way up there. So once we are done in the this is my stitch where I put my stitch marker, so I'm going to slip stitch there. Okay, now I'm going to chain 1, and in this round we are going to make single crochet front post stitch. Okay, so what we are going to do is I am going not standardly into my stitch like this, but you see every time you are making a single crochet you have this kind of, let's call it bulk. Okay, so now I am going behind with my hook the first bulk like this. I am going to grab the yarn and finish my single crochet. This is also my first single crochet. Now I am going to the next bulk. Okay, so going with my hook behind that stitch, grabbing the yarn, pulling through and pulling through both two loops. And again. Okay? And this way, all the way, we will be making single crochet front post stitch all the way around, so kind of starting to shape, you see, this kind of cubic, and then this is basically how we will continue. Okay, so don't forget that in your corner you have 2 stitches, so for both of those stitches you are going to make single crochet front post stitch. Okay, and I will meet you once you are done with this row. Okay, once you made your last stitch, you are just going to again simply slip stitch into your first stitch, chain 1, and basically as of now, so this was our row 8. Okay, and as of row 9 we are just going to simply single crochet all around in each of the stitch. Okay, so you are going to simply single crochet with the brown one till the row 14, and then once you are done with the row 14 we are going to change to the white yarn. So how we are going to do that is, first we are going to slip stitch into our first stitch, but this time we are not going to make a chain, so let's keep it highlighted. Now we are going to simply fasten off with the brown one. Okay, now we are going to grab our white yarn. We are going to make a slip knot. Okay, now first we are going to put our hook through our first stitch, then put a slip knot on it, tighten it. Okay, pull through and make a chain, and into the same stitch you will make single crochet. Okay, Opala. Perfect, and this is our first stitch. Now we have from our outside, so from our correct side we have this yarn which we don't want to, so I'm just going to pull my hook through and just grab that tail, okay, and put it in from the inside. Okay, perfect. Now you can leave it just like that, or you can with few stitches kind of hide it as well. With the white yarn we are going to simply single crochet all the way till the row 19. So now we are starting our row 15. So till the row 19 we are going to simply single crochet with the white yarn. So at the end of the row 19 you are going to switch the color to the yellow one, exactly the same style like we did. Okay, and then you are going to simply single crochet with the yellow yarn 1 row, so row 20, and by the end of the row 20 I will meet you. Okay, so once we are done with your row 20, we are now going to do row 21. So this is the row when we are going to make, let's call it like the shape of the body. So I already made my chain 1, and this is my first stitch. So in the first stitch I am not going to go simply standard single crochet, but I am going to make single crochet back loop only. Okay, so single crochet back loop only. This is my first stitch, and now I am going to skip one stitch. So skip one stitch and go. So the whole round 21, we will be making everything in the back loop only. So not through both of the loops, but only back loop. Okay, so this stitch I am skipping, and in the next stitch I am making 4 double crochet back loop only. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now I am skipping the next stitch and going into the next stitch, back loop only, and making single crochet. Okay, now I am going to skip again the stitch and going into the next stitch and making 4 double crochet, back loop only. Okay, and this way I am going to repeat all the way through till the end. So I will be switching between 4 double crochet, skipping one stitch and single crochet, skipping one stitch and 4 double crochet, and all the way through till the end. Okay, and I will meet you at the end of the row 21. And at the end of the row 21, you are just going to simply slip stitch into the first stitch. Okay, okay, in the round 22 we are just going to make a single crochet but into the front loop only. Okay, so here is going to be a little bit tricky. So this is our, let's say, waves that we make. Okay, I already made my first single crochet back loop. So, front loop. So now this is the front loop from my previous round, and there I am going to make a single crochet. Okay, so in each of the front loop that I have from the previous round, I am going to make just simple single crochet front loop only. Okay, all the way through till the end, and at the end I'm just going to simply slip stitch, and basically this will be the way. Okay, now as of round 23 till the row 40, we are then just going to simply single crochet all the way, normal single crochet with this yellow one. So till the row 40 you are just going to simply single crochet all around, and I will meet you at the end of the row 40. Okay, so once you are done with your row 40, in the row 41 we are going to make, let's say, our top. So this is our, I already make a slip stitch and chain one. So now I am not going to make a single crochet. Into the next 6 stitches I am going to make a slip knot. Okay, so 1, I can still highlight my first slip knot, so then I know where is my kind of first, let's call it, stitch. So 1. Now into the next 30 stitches, so 30, we are just going to make simple single crochet. Okay, so into the next 30 stitches we are going to make single crochet. Once you are done with your 30 stitches, I will meet you there. Okay, once you are done with your 30 stitches, we are not going to continue in a round. So now we are going to chain 1, turn our work, okay, and make again 30 single crochet along this way. Okay, so make 30 single crochet and I will meet you at the end. Okay, so this was our, let's call it, second row of our 30 stitches. So now you are going to, again, once you are done with your 30 stitches, chain 1, turn your work again. So now basically we are going to be crocheting in a row, not in a circle. So, and you are going to do 4 more rows of this. So basically altogether you will make 6 rows of 30 stitches back and forward, okay, every time chaining 1 at the beginning. So now chain 1, turn your work and make 30 stitches. This will be your 3rd row, the same way forward. So once you are done with the 6 rows, I will meet you. I already made my 6 rows, but I see that it's quite small, so actually let's make 1 more row. So altogether 7 rows of this 30 single crochet, okay? Okay, so once you are done with the 7 rows, now we are just going to simply need to go back down here. okay, because this is the place where we are going to start kind of joining. So how to go there? We are just going to slip stitch through our 7 rows, so 7 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and this is now the time where we are going to be joining, okay, what we made right now with the body. So how we are going to do that? You have basically 2 possibilities. We can be making single crochet through both of the loops, okay, or slip stitches. So basically it's up to you what you will decide. I will be doing slip stitches, okay. So I will put all of this together, okay. So we have made 7 rows, but we are going to make only 6 slip stitches, okay. So I'm going to fold it in the place where you see that this is my still the, let's say, row where I was still in the rounds, and here is where I was starting my 30 stitches. So there in that place I will fold it like this, okay, and making 6 slip stitches through both of the sides. So 1 and through the stitch right here, okay, and just simple slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, now I'm going to turn my work, and now I will be slip stitching basically through 30 stitches right here. So this part will be quite easy because we have stitches on each side, so 30 times slip stitch. But do not slip stitch through all the way, because then you will have a really small place where you can then fill your toy. So slip stitch through only half, like first 15, then fill your toy with the fiber fill, okay? And then continue with those with the remaining 30 slip stitches. So I will meet you once you are done with your 30 slip stitches. Okay, so now you are done with your 30 stitches and your toy is filled. So you are back at your stitch marker, and there we are going to make our last 6 slip stitches, okay, alongside again, okay, to finish it off. So 6 slip stitches there, 1, 2, 3, 4, come on, 5, and our last one, 6. Okay, so now we can fasten off, hide the yarn, okay, and our body is done. And that would be all for today. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. If so, please don't forget to give a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, so then you can keep up with all of my upcoming crochet tutorials. Until next time, happy crocheting!